hello, how you doing? My name is Tehja Avanni, and yes, I am back. I know I took a hot minute. Y'all know my cycle. I realized that I'm the type of creative that I gotta hibernate. So I'm back to give y'all the full-length videos of my Vday Lovecore fashion projects. I released shorts, like a series of shorts of how I created the outfit, but these longer, regular form videos, long form, whatever, videos are for more of like showing y'all more details of how I created everything. Just for your leisure. Just to be entertained and maybe learn a couple of things. So, of course, for this video, I will show you how I sewed the heart bra together. The pattern won't be available. Sorry, y'all. So, y'all have to figure that out on your own. But you'll at least see how I created it. And if you're just interested, then you can just watch, because I love watching sewing videos anyway. Or you could just learn a couple of things of how to sew a bra, which that's like my second time sewing a bra. But like from patterns I made that I kind of guesstimated, it's still not like an actual bra. So I will be using like a sewing pattern to make my own bra eventually. But this is my second time sewing a bra. And also it's just like creative pattern making. So, and you get to see it all come together. So yeah. So anyway, this is part one of this journey of making my Vday Lovecore fashion project. And this part will be I'll be sewing the heart bra. So, grab a drink, grab a snack, grab whatever you want to grab, because this is probably going to be a longer video. So get comfy, get whatever you want to get in order to be comfortable, lean back and enjoy the show. So anyway, let's get on to it. So this is a sewing pattern that I drafted myself. Lots of trial and error, lots of fitting, but it's supposed to be like a heart-shaped cup, right? And then I have a bridge for the bra center part, and then the bra band that obviously goes around your rib cage. So I'll be cutting different pieces of this pattern out of different fabrics. So here are the fabrics that I'm using. I'm using my good old trusty dusty 10-ounce duck canvas fabric for the cups, along with cut and sew bra foam. Then I'm using this bra tool, I believe, or bra cup stabilizer. It's red, that's the one in the middle, and then I'm using a power mesh fabric for the bra band part. So I'm gonna cut out all them pieces, and I'm just gonna lay my pattern pieces for the heart cup out and just trace them out onto the fabric, because that's just an easier way for me to cut the fabric out. Also make sure that I put in all of the notches and mark all the notches, and also mark the inner cup from the outer cup as well. That's very, very important. And so I did one side, and then I'm going to flip my pattern pieces over just to have a mirrored version as well, because you need a left side and a right side. And I'm going to do this for the duck canvas and for the cut and sew foam. So as you see here, I'm doing it also for the cut and sew foam, and try to use the least amount of foam as possible, because it's a tiny bit expensive. It's more than what I would like to pay for the foam. So that's what you see me putting like the pattern pieces in very like odd shaped angles. And then I am busting out I believe it's bra stabilizer tool, and I'm just going to cut that bra bridge part out. And then I think I should be done with all. Oh no, I also have the power mesh, and I'll cut that out, and then I'll be done with cutting all the pieces out. And with the power mesh fabric, I'm cutting 2 pieces for each side. So 2 for the right side and 2 for the left side, because I want double the strength, because just one piece was just a little bit too flimsy for me. I want, something strong, because a lot of tension is going to be used for this particular bra pattern. So these are all the pieces cut out, and this is what it looks like. So I should have 4 pieces for the cut and sew bra foam for the cups. I should have 4 pieces of the duck canvas layer for the cups as well. I should have 1 piece for the bra bridge, and then 4 pieces for the bra band. So anyway, let's move on to constructing this bra. So I'm going to take my cup pieces, and I'm going to align them right sides together. And I'm going to pin from the notch all the way down that center front seam. And I'm going to sew, I believe I sewed at a 1/8 of an inch as well, for the cups. So once I'm finished pinning everything, then I'm going to take that to the sewing machine. I'm going to do that for all the cup pieces as well, just to let you know. So I'm taking the foam as well, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. All right, so I did all 4 pieces, and so you should have 2 of the canvas and 2 of the foam, obviously. And so you see the little tiny little seams, that's about like 1/8 of an inch. And I also finished the seams on the canvas fabric as well, because you know it gets a little raggedy. So anyway, now what I'm going to do is combine the foam layer and the canvas layer together. So now I have 2 cups instead of 4. So as you see, I opened all the cups up, and now I'm going to match the right side cups and left side cups together. And I want to make sure that, and I'm like facing them wrong sides together as well, so that the right sides are facing outwards, you know. And so also I want to make sure that the inner cups are lined up together and the outer cups are lined up together when matching the canvas layer and the foam layer, because you want the same shape and the same fit for each side. So I'm aligning the center seams together, and I'm going to pin at, you know, the top notch or the center of the cup, just to make sure that everything is aligned. Like that. It's very hard. And then I do it on the bottom as well, and then I'm gonna pin all the way around, and then kind of stitch about 1/4 inch all around the perimeter of the heart bra, just to combine them so that they're one singular bra all together. So as you see here, I pinned all the way around, and now I'm just going to take that to the sewing machine real quick. Alright, so this is what it looks like once the cups are sewn together, and it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, it's looking like a heart cup. It's really, really cute. You know, it's padded. It feels wonderful. Like, not padded, but it got foam on it. It looks and feels wonderful. The foam is actually really soft. Now, ideally, you want to line the cups as well, but I didn't want to try to figure that out. So what I'm doing here, even though I could have figured out the lining now that I see it, but anyway, what I'm doing here is that I'm just kind of cutting the excess foam off, and just making sure that the pieces are one singular shape and that there's nothing like peeking through and sticking out. Just doing that real quick, and also transferring the notches as well, to both pieces, and just making sure that everything is aligned and proper. Alright, so now I'm taking this 1¼ inch ribbon, and I'm going to pretty much like quote unquote bias bind the raw edges of the cups. And you know, so what I'm going to take first, I'm going to straighten that raw edge just to make sure it's as straight as possible, because we'll be using that. So I'm going to fold that back about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to sew that down just to make sure that is a like finished seam first before we do any pinning. So once I do that at the sewing machine, I'm going to align that at the bottom of the heart cup and kind of align that seam or that fold along with the center seam of the heart cup and pin it there. And then I'm just going to pin all the way around. So I'm going to continue to align the edges of the ribbon to the edge of the heart shaped cup, and I'm going to pin all the way around until we reach to the bottom again. Then I'll show you what to do after that. But if you hear any like background noise, it's raining. So I hope that's relaxing for y'all. So once I get to the bottom of the bra cup again, I'm going to cut off the ribbon and leave a little bit of excess so I can kind of do the same thing, which is to fold that excess ribbon back to where that center seam is on the heart shape. And then I'm going to sew it like that. I think what I first do, did I sew it yet? No, I'm just showing y'all how I'm sewing it. But yeah, I'm going to sew it folded, even though I haven't shown you. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna like leave it pinned like that, like it's like the raw edge is folded back, and then I'll sew over it as I'm sewing around the perimeter. So once I reach the bottom, like it's going to be, you know, taken care of, if that makes any sense. I was doing this for literally the first time. I've never made a bra like this before, so stick with me. Be patient with me because I was figuring it out as I was sewing. Okay. As you see here, I got to the bottom, right? And then I kind of sewed over it, just overlapped it a little bit, and then now I'm just sewing the two pieces of the edges of the ribbon together. I did that for one. I don't think I did it for the other one, but anyway, so this is what it looks like once it's all sewed together. And so what I did on that bra cup, which I'll do on this one, was that I'm going to fold this ribbon back. Now I could have done like you do for any type of bias binding, fold it back, tuck the raw edge, air quotations, inside the fold, and then stitched on top. But I just didn't want the stitches to look all types of crazy. So what I just decided to do is just fold it back, and I'm going to clip it all the way around the perimeter, and then I'm just going to catch stitch it so it's not visible on the outside, because the way that the cups looked was very, very, very important. And so I just didn't want to jeopardize that in any way, especially like you had to be really careful, and I didn't feel like being really careful. So you see I clipped everything back, and then I catch stitched everything. So, and that's what it looked like once that's all said and done. I didn't catch the catch stitching, pun slightly intended, but this is what it looks like, and that's what the back looks like once I catch stitched everything and hand sewed it down to the foam. Again, I really should have a lining, but I like the feeling of the foam as well. So don't judge me, okay? So the heart cups are done. So now I'm going to work on the bra bands. I'm taking one side of the bra band. Again, it should be like two pieces. And I'm going to flip that over. Because what I'm going to do is sew the picot elastic that I have. I'll probably put a clip somewhere along the curves of the bra band, so that those two curves that I pointed out, and I also will do the bottom, but I'm going to do the top two curves first. So that's the picot elastic, and so what I'm going to do is pin it with the scallops facing down, because when you flip it over, you want the scallops to be pointing up. You get it? Yeah. So I'm going to pin it along the edge, align the edges together of the bra band and of the picot elastic. Pin it down, but make a sandwich, because I'm going to put the other piece of the bra band on top of it. So it's like an elastic sandwich, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to pin it and then do that for the two little curves that I pointed out. And then I'll repeat the same steps for the bottom. So you see, that's how it should look. Ta-da! So anyway, like I said, I'm just going to do that real quick, and then I'll let you know what the next step is. Alright, so I did it for the top edge. I didn't do the other scoop yet, but I'm just going to cut off that excess, and then what I'm going to do is do a zigzag stitch that is 1/4 inch wide, and I'll be sewing at 1/4 inch. And so it should like just sew everything except for the scallops. So when you flip it over, the scallops should peep through. So anyway, I'm just going to take care of that second curve, and then I'll be sewing the whole thing. There you go. So that's what it looks like once I sewed it, and I did it for both bra bands. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the bottom as well, but I'm just showing off my stitching real quick. So I'm doing the bottom, repeating the same exact steps. Alright, so this is what it looks like once everything is sewn. And so what I'm going to do now is flip it inside out and top stitch all of those pieces, or all the places that we put the picot elastic. So here I'm just going to quickly flip it inside out. And so what I'm going to do is kind of just make sure that the scallops are popping out correctly. I'm going to pin the bra band in place as well, kind of like the fabric of it in place, just to make sure that nothing kind of rolls up and like, you know, gets sewn accidentally. So I'm just going to do that real quick and top stitch with the same exact zigzag stitch, just to make everything super strong and in place, and you know, do what it needs to do, and also looks really good. So that's it, all pinned, and I'm just going to take that to the sewing machine real quick. All right, officially, this is what they look like. They're bra bands for real, for real. Now it's time to attach the bra cups to the bra band so that it start looking like a bra. So I kind of already did a trial of how to pin the bra band together. So that's what it should really relatively look like. And as you see, I'm just gonna like top stitch, or not even top stitch, but I'm just gonna stitch the bra band on top of the bra cup, kind of like, you know, just like overlap the bra band over the bra cup or under the bra cup, and then just stitch it in place. So as you see here, I measured, I believe, like an inch or an inch and a quarter up from the bottom, and that's where the bottom of the bra band should start. And then I'm going to just continue to pin along the edge of the heart cup. And I'll only overlap the bra band underneath the heart cup about like a 1/4 inch so that I can sew at a 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to pin that real quick and then take it to the sewing machine. And also, I really should have finished the raw edge of the bra band, but again, first time of me making it. The second time, because I want to recreate it, so the second time it'll look a lot more finished. Anyway, now the bra bands are secured to the heart cups, and that's what it looks like. Ideally, I would like to stitch in the ditch of the ribbon binding. However, again, I was like kind of rushing and being a tad bit lazy. A tad bit. So that's what it looks like. It's not looking too hot. And so I'm gonna fix that with rhinestones later. So anyway, next is attaching the bridge to the bra, pretty much, because that's the only thing constructually that's missing other than the like straps and the closure. So this is what the bra band looks like. It's only one layer. You could have doubled, or I could have doubled layered it just to really make it strong. But what I'm doing instead is I'm going to line the top and the bottom of the bra bridge with my 1/4 inch satin ribbon, just to make sure like it doesn't like pull apart, because it's obviously like weaved, or like there's like, you know, there's threads. It's made up of threads, and like I don't know, like I just didn't want it to fray from all the tension. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to line the top and the bottom just to add a little bit more stability to the bra band, especially at the points, which is more of the horizontal or the horizontal lines of the bra bridge, just to make sure that it's a little bit more stable. If that makes any sense. It made sense to me in my brain, and it works, and it looks good. That's another thing. So it didn't also look a little naked along with everything else as well, because everything else had like a little like finishing that was really nice. So I didn't want that to be also the only thing left behind. So anyway, I do that real quick. I'm just going to top stitch that onto with the sewing machine, and that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to do the same thing I did with the bra bands, which is to overlap or underlap, because it'll be under the bra cup, but just kind of overlap the bra bridge over the ribbon binding of the bra cup about a 1/4 inch. It's either a 1/4 of an eighth or an eighth of an inch. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to do the same thing, pin it in place, aligning it where the notch should be, and pinning. And then I'm just going to stitch it down the same way. Again, ideally, I would want to stitch in the ditch of the ribbon binding. Didn't do that. So I'm going to do that to one cup first, and then I'll sew it to the other cup as well, just so I don't have to like manage so many pieces at once under the sewing machine. And then it's just be like the little cute little finishes after that's done. All right, so pretty much the base of the heart bra is done, and it looks great. Yeah, it's so cute. Like I literally want it in every color. Like it's so freaking cute. Like maybe if I lined it, or not lined it, but like did a fashion fabric of like a satin, that would be really cute. But anyway, let's get back to business. I'm taking this hook and eye closure. It's 2 rows wide and 3 rows long. Rows. Oh my god. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do first, I saw that the ends of the bra bands were a little bit too wide for the hook and eye closure. So what I decided to do is run a gathering stitch at the, you know, like a 1/4 inch or an eighth of an inch, you know, from the edge, and gathered it down, and then I can slip those like ends into the hook and eye closures. So anyway, I like, as you see on one side, I'm stuffing the end of the bra band into the, because like there's like a hole not a hole, but like there's an opening at the end of the hook and eye closure. So I'm stuffing it into there, and then I'm pinning it in place, and then I'm just going to stitch that real quick. Also, you see me just like tying up the threads of the gathering stitches, and I'm just going to cut that real quick. And also make sure that the hook and eye closure is facing the right direction, that the hook part is facing up. Oh no, not the hook, the loop or the eye part is facing up and the hook part is facing down. So anyway, that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to take that to the sewing machine real quick. But I think I do the other side too. Yeah, I do the other side for the hook part, and then I'll take that to the sewing machine. Alright, so at the sewing machine, with the hook part, as you see, the hooks should be facing up. Don't have it facing down if you're like doing any bra work. Don't have it facing down, because it could get stuck in the machine, and that's like literally a horror story. So anyway, I did that real quick, and now it's time to do the straps, which I have this part, and so it has a raw edge, so I'm just going to fold that down and sew it. Like I literally left the straps for me to just figure out. Like I didn't know what I was going to do. And again, that part of it was so wide for whatever reason. And maybe because I used power mesh, and like it ended up being a little bit wider because of sewing the picot elastic or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to stitch that down with a straight stitch real quick, just to add some culture to it. So I got this red satin elastic. I believe it's like a 1/4 inch wide from Stitch Love Studio. I love Stitch Love Studio. They have like the best like products. I also got the picot elastic from there. So I'm going to use that, and then I have these rings and sliders for the bra straps. That's used on like every bra pretty much. And so I'm just going to prep that with doing the rings and sliders first before attaching it to the bra. So I think I measured out about 11 inches. That's what it looks like. Either 10 inches or 10.5 inches or 11 inches between there. And I'm going to cut out 2 straps. I end up cutting 2 more straps, but I think they were a little bit longer because those are the crossing straps. So this is what they look like. So what I'm going to do first is get a slider, and I'm going to like snake it through one side, and then yeah, just do that. So put it through one end, and then so that it comes up, and then put it back down through another end like that, kind of like a belt. And then you're gonna fold it back. You don't want too much excess to fold back, because that takes away from the how much strap you have. So just like a little bit, no more than like a 1/2 inch, and then you're gonna sew that down with the straight stitch on the sewing machine. You do that for both straps, and then you're gonna take your ring and then put it through, you know, the strap, and then you're gonna do the same thing on the other end of the strap, is wiggle it through, snake it through the slider part the same exact way, and then you're gonna pull just so you have a little itty bitty, you know, elastic left, and then you have like a strap. You have a bra strap once you do that part. How I'm going to attach the bras. First of all, I marked where I wanted the straps to be. I try it on? I don't know what I did, but I figured out how much I wanted the straps to be. I think it was about 3 inches or 4 inches from the center of the bra cup. So anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of elastic and hook it through the ring part, and it's going to be about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, but I believe it was like a 1/2 inch wide, long, but a whole inch in total. And I'm just going to kind of make a loop like that, and then I'm going to pin it to where I want the strap to be. I came up with that because I realized that I needed something for the ring to hook to, so I figured just a little bit of satin ribbon and just tacking it in place makes sense. So I hand sew it in place before sewing it on the sewing machine. Again, ideally you would want to stitch in the ditch for that as well when sewing the ribbon on for the straps, but again, didn't happen. And then you're just going to pin the other end of the elastic onto where we finished that raw edge real quick. And I'm pinning it to one side only because I will do a second elastic, which I don't think I recorded. That will be crossing elastics, and that will be the other side where the other elastic will go. So anyway, I'm just going to stitch that down real quick with a straight stitch, and then I do the other elastics, and then that's it. So this is what it looks like. And I also added hooks to the back. of the second elastic, so because they're crossing straps, so you kind of need that freedom. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, and it looks very nice, and I'm, you know, very proud of the way it looks, because like I said, it's my first time doing it, and it looks great. So I would love to do like a satin version, you know, or something that can be like an actual bra without all the rhinestones and stuff. But for this one, also I tried it on for y'all, so here you go. But for this one, we're gonna rhinestone the absolute crap out of it next video, so stay tuned for that. But look at it, it's so cute. Alright, and so that's it for the heart bra. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to have like full shots of all the pieces for the Vday Lovecore project until the end, because that's the whole point. So these are a couple of shots here. But that's pretty much it. It was fun to make, and I used some bra making techniques in order to create this heart bra. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty professional, and I'm very proud of myself. You know, because I've really been trying to challenge myself to be cleaner with my sewing and make it look good. And so I'm very happy about that. It was challenging to figure out the pattern for this thing. But I got it to a happy place. Still not like 100%, but I'm happy with the way it came out, and it fits pretty well. So anyway, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, comment them down below and I'll try to get to them. If you want any behind the scenes look or exclusive content, please sign up for my Patreon, where there's tutorials, sewing patterns, and just behind the scenes content, you know, and all that good stuff. So if you are interested in that, that'll be linked down below in the description bar and in the comments. So anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. Also, all the materials will be linked down below as well. But that's it for this video. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll be releasing the videos like every few days, just to space them out a little bit, because I know like the day-to-day videos can be a little extra. So anyway, that is pretty much it. And yeah, so I will see you next video. So as always, lovelies, please love yourself, and I will see you next video. Mwah!